Because one of the things that I'm learning, right, my 7th year of coaching, you cannot control the scoreboard. You can't control your players in terms of where they pass the ball. You can do your best. You can do your best to joystick coach, but then you're taking out all the decisions. You have to let go and you have to embrace the process of what it is to be a coach. And I'm having more fun than ever coaching because one, I've just let go of external expectations. I'm going to coach them hard. I'm going to coach them so we can win, right? It just takes time. It's patience. It's energy. And you have to invest in yourself. You are listening to the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast, transforming athletes into leaders on and off the court with host Coach Furtado. Youth basketball parents on the west side of Los Angeles, if you are looking for a basketball academy, a place for your young athlete to grow not only on the court, but also off the court, look no further than BTG Basketball. We provide seasonal camps year-round. We have training year-round starting at 9 years old. We have club teams starting in the fall. We'll start club teams as young as 10 years old. Our goal is to develop the best possible athletes, to help them become more confident, to help them become a better team player, to help prepare them for the next level if they're at youth, to prepare them for middle school. If they're in middle school, prepare them for high school. And if they're in high school, to prepare them for college if that's something that they want to play. You're not going to find a place that invests more into their coaching staff. So if you are interested in learning more about BTG Basketball, head to our website, btgbasketball.org, or shoot me an email, coachfurtado@btgbasketball.org. We look forward to serving your athlete. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast. I'm your host, Coach Furtado, and in today's episode, I am going to talk about one of the most important aspects of coaching that most coaches neglect, and it's not what you Now, I'm going to break this down in 3 parts. Coaching, whether you are a volunteer coach, you're a paid coach, you're a club coach, you're a high school coach, coaching is a demanding job on your energy. It's a giving job. You have to give. And if you're a head coach, you're a director like myself, when you're in these positions, right, where you have to constantly make decisions that affect other people, that takes a toll and has an effect on us as well. And I'll share some stories about other coaches struggling with this as well. With that being said, what I really want you to take away from this episode at the end is I want you to rethink how you approach your daily life outside of coaching, because we spend so much time consumed in the coaching aspect that we often feel drained. And at this time last year, if you're a consistent podcast listener, you've heard me talk about this before, and I'm only 28 years old, but I was burnt out. I was super, super burnt out, especially around June, July. You know, basketball for me is year round now, which is I'm grateful. And at this point in my career, I feel more energized really than ever because number one, I have the experience. I'm not as naive as I was when I first started. And I have the lumps of the burnout and I understand. So I'm going to give you 3 things to think about after this episode. And number 1 is investing in yourself. And yes, I'm talking about doing all the coaches education, listening to the podcast. But if you're listening to this podcast, clearly you're already a coach that invests into your learning and your knowledge. What's actually next, or even more important than investing into your own knowledge and this desire to be a better coach, is investing into your health, your mental health, your well-being. So I've been in therapy. I started therapy in December, and it's one of the best things that I have ever done because it's helped me overcome a lot of challenges, that I've had before. And it's helped invest into my mental well-being. Other things that I'm doing, I've always been super active. I ran my first half marathon this year, and that was a great mental test for me. Now I'll actually share a little bit more about that half marathon a little bit later. I focus on, eating the best I can. I don't eat. I'm not probably perfect, but understanding that my body, what I put in my body is fuel for the most part. Obviously, you want to go enjoy and live life. And my wife make sure that we live and we eat good as well, because it's important to have fun for those that are listening, right? I'm not sure what you do for work. I'm not sure if you have a family, all that stuff. I do know because I spent most of my 20s focusing on building the business. And it's the reason it's successful today. And I do not regret it at all. Now that I'm at a point where my income is relatively stable, it's probably not as stable as you if you have a consistent paycheck coming in. With that being said, I now am able to release a little bit, slow down, and hang out with my friends more. And I feel like it's really important as coaches to hang out and have friends to talk about things that have nothing related to business. Or if you're talking about basketball, you're talking about the NBA playoffs, not necessarily going over, the X's and O's all the time. We need breaks, right? We need to take breaks. And I've been stewing on this episode for a couple of weeks now because I went on the longest probably bachelor party ever, probably the most fun one ever. A 6-day cruise with all my high school buddies. And it just really gave me a reminder. I didn't feel like I needed a vacation. You know how some people are like, I need this vacation. I didn't feel like I needed it. What I did learn from it is how important it is for me to connect with people and have fun outside of coaching, outside of business, outside of life. So make sure you're investing in yourself. Number 2, everyone talks about time management, and I think we have it all wrong because we all have 24 hours in a day, right? We all have to work. We all have to sleep, right? We all have our other commitments, right? I have a wife, and I have a dog. Instead of thinking of your time in terms of managing time, thinking about it in energy. Think about it as energy management. Why? Because what brings you energy, right? For me, for a long time, I wasn't necessarily super consistent on the podcast, but I realized one of the things that brings me energy is having people on the show where I can collaborate with and we can talk about all the challenges that are going on in the world of esports. And another thing I realized is I know that for me, I get energy from people. So I recognize, right, from that experience from my vacation, I'm like, wow, I am a lot more extroverted maybe than I thought. And I work from home all the time, right? Most of my mornings, early afternoons are working from home. And yes, I have practice later in the evening. I've started to go to practice 2 hours early so I can interact with as many people as I can to give me that energy, right? What is taking away your energy that you can cut? A lot of times, maybe your work takes away your energy and it's challenging because you need that work to pay the bills, right? And so some of those things are out of your control. But what brings you energy, right? Hanging out with friends, right? Maybe you're a person that needs to just sit in your room and recharge after a long day, maybe because you're with people all day. So understanding what brings you energy and what takes your energy away, what do you need to cut out? Because that's for me, right? I only have so much energy I can give throughout the day. So I'm in the point of my career where I used to be like, yes, 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 yes. Now I have to say no all the time. A lot of people are asking me things. No, I don't have that. Because if I say yes to this, I'm then giving not only my time, but my energy. And then I expend that energy. If I say yes to too much, I don't have energy for my wife. And that's not fair to her. Right. So I have to be mindful of the energy that I have. And the last one is embracing the process. And it's really easy as a coach. And for some reason, I do this. I think like the first month of every season, I always get like this. I'm always like, God, we're terrible. God, we're not, like, of course you are, right? It's your first 2 to 7 to 8 practices. And now we're in May, we're starting month 3. Oh, we're looking a lot better. Wow. It's amazing. So I think when I talk about embracing the process, the other things that I want to talk about is it's not wins and losses, right? I'm not saying go out and lose, right? Because everyone knows that's been around me. I am incredibly competitive, right? Very competitive. What are you focusing on? Is your defense getting better? Is your passing getting better? right? Is your body language of your athletes getting better? Is your team camaraderie getting better? What are the things that you can actually measure? Wins and losses, especially, I always talk about it in terms of youth sports. Yes, it boils down to obviously your team and coaching them hard and coaching them right and getting them in the right spots. Yes, 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 yes. You can go play in the highest level division, get smoked. Lowest level division, smoke them, right? I feel terrible. I feel great. Well, what are the processes? What are we really getting better at? What are we measuring? And for you as a coach, right? Because I'm talking about the number one thing is ourselves, right? Our energy. Because we bring energy every time we come into a practice, a game, our energy affects our team that we are either getting or draining ourselves. If we're showing up drained to our athletes' practices, right, in games, they're not going to get the best version of yourself. That's our responsibility to show up and do that. So, how are we going to be patient with ourselves? How are you going to evaluate yourself? Being patient in terms of, hey, did I give my kids the best possible energy? Was I the best communicator that I can be? All the things that you can control. Because one of the things that I'm learning, right, my 7th year of coaching, you cannot control the scoreboard. You can't control your players in terms of where they pass the ball. You can do your best. You can do your best to joystick coach, but then you're taking out all the decisions. You have to let go and you have to embrace the process of what it is to be a coach. And I'm having more fun than ever coaching because one, I've just let go of external expectations. I'm going to coach them hard. I'm going to coach them so we can win, right? We just had a game last Saturday where I was going crazy. I was on them. I was coaching them hard. And after the game, I was so proud of their effort because they played the entire game. It was the best game they played all season. No, we didn't win. I told them I was proud of them, right? And we had our best week of practice this week. It just takes time. It's patience. It's energy. And you have to invest in yourself. So if you are someone that is listening to this and you're local to the LA area and you're a coach, right? Right now, we don't have any coaching positions available. You can go to our website, btgbasketball.org/careers, and you can apply. Just get into our system. And then if we are hiring, we're building out something that's going to be really, really special and impact a lot of lives. So if you want to be a part of that, go apply. We'd love to have you. If you are a coach, you got something out of this episode, go share it with a friend. You're a parent and you're like, oh, wow, this relates as a parent too. I'm not a parent, but I can only imagine the energy that you all expend at work, right? Doing your best to provide. If you're someone at home taking care of all the kids, that's a lot of energy. You got to take care of your kids. You got to discipline them. You got to love them up. Y'all are brave souls, brave souls. So until next time, Coach Furtado out. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Beyond the Scoreboard podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and share it with a friend, coach, or parent you feel like would get value from this episode. It's our responsibility to impact as many parents and coaches who are the ones that are impacting our athletes. That's how we create a ripple effect. So thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to serving you all next week.